No, we do it orally.
Okay.
We try to stay away from all this high-tech stuff.
Did you tell them about the speeches?
No, they don't have to speak. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Howard Dalton, Chairman of the Board of the Ascension Parish Board of Adjustment. I'll call the meeting to order. At this time, I'd like to ask the legal to swear in our 3 new members.
Y'all please stand. You swear or affirm the laws of the state of Louisiana, the ordinances of Ascension Parish, and the rules and regulations of the Board of Adjustments of Ascension Parish?
I do.
I do.
That was quick. That was real quick.
Yeah, it doesn't take long. We'll now have a roll call of members. Mr. Brad Walker, Vice Chairman.
Present.
Ms. Kathy DeShader.
Present.
Mr. Jim Cecil.
Present.
Mr. Ty Legoo.
Present.
Ms. Adrienne Conish.
Present.
And Mr. Bill Lee.
Present.
And I'd like to mention, just for the record, for the first time in a number of years, we now have the board fully staffed, and I want to thank everybody for volunteering.
Thank you. Who wants to stand up too?
And now, in accordance with our bylaws, at the first meeting of every year, we have to elect a chairman and vice chairman. So at that point in time, I would now open the floor for nominations for a chairman.
I'll make a motion to nominate Howard Dalton for chairman.
I second that motion.
We have a motion and a second. Are there any more nominations?
Motion to close nominations.
Second.
Oh, yeah, motions. We have a motion and a second to close the nominations. All right. You want to vote or just, if there's just one nomination?
It's one nomination.
All right. What about for vice chairman?
I'll nominate Brad Walker.
I'll second that for Mr. Walker. All in favor of Mr. Walker? We only have one, so that takes care of that. Thank you, Brad. At this point in time, we have what we call the public comment period. This is where members of the public have an opportunity to speak to the actions of this board, how we operate, or anything in general. This is not where an applicant would speak to a variance request. Does anyone wish to speak during the public comment period? There appearing to be none, we'll move on to the next item, which is the acceptance of the minutes of December 16th.
I make a motion that we accept the minutes of December the 16th, 2008.
Second.
Okay, before we vote, there is one item on page 3. The item acceptance of the written decisions of October 28th. That appears the second time and needs to be deleted from the minutes. All in favor of accepting the minutes, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, like sign. The minutes are accepted. Let's see. Acceptance of the written decisions for December 16th, 2008.
I make a motion that we accept the written decision for December the 16th of 2008.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to accept the minutes of December 16th, 2008. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, like sign. Written decisions are accepted. We'll now go into the public hearing, and just as a little bit of information for those that are applying, the applicant would come forward, sign in there by Mr. Brock's desk with your name and other information, and you'll have an opportunity to speak about 3 minutes. At that point in time, anyone who wishes to speak for or against the variance request could come forth and speak for an additional 3 minutes, and then the applicant would have a chance to speak in rebuttal if there's a need. Having said that, first item on our agenda is review ID 1974, Lot 1 for Kenny Chapman Sr., located southwest corner of LA 30 and Williams Road. Request a variance of the Ascension Parish Development Code. Is that person here? Yes, sir. If you'd come forward and sign in, please, and step to the microphone, state your name and your request for the variance.
My name is Kenny R. Chapman, and the property that you have before you on Highway 30 is the property that my mother had given to me. And I understand that I'm a little shy of being a half acre, and it's family property, you know, that's been handed down for years. And what I'm intending to do with it later on, I have 2 sons. I may build myself. I want to build a home, and that's the intention that I have with it.
Is that it, sir?
That's it.
Okay.
Motion to open public hearing?
Second. Jim?
A second.
Public hearing is open. Do any of the commissioners have anything before we?
I have a question. Are you dividing this into 2 lots?
Well,
Or
my mother at
3?
the present time, she lived on the lot. It's an acre, and she lived there. And it's something like a grandfather. We weren't even under the impression that it had been turned over to commercial until I started doing this research about dividing the lot. You know, all I ever knew that it was a residential. And when I decided my mother wanted to give me the piece of property, and later on I found out that it was commercial. And I went to the ordinance, and they said that I needed a half an acre. But I can't get a half an acre because that's what my mother gave me. I have at that present time. It's not like, I mean, it's have subdivision and things, and they have houses, and they don't have the normative side that I would have to put a house on a half an acre. So I just ask you for your consideration to, it's not like I'm going to put a juke joint or anything there. I want to put a home there, and I'm looking for the future of my kids, and I may move there myself, but it's a gift, and I would like for you all to help me accept that gift, because it's not illegal, and to give you an update on it, all the homes was there at one time. We had neighbors on both sides, and the industry bought us out all around us in just this little narrow piece. It's Williams Road, and everyone, that's my family lived there, and they've been living there for, oh Lord, for years. My grandfather was the one who came and purchased the land, and it's been generation after generation. But everybody around us, they sold out. But we determined that my grandfather worked hard for that land, and we want to share the memories and by letting our grandchildren and children live there.
Can I ask you a question? On the very front facing Highway 30, there's a brick building now with siding building with a little wood building behind it on this map. And then behind that is another wood building with a concrete drive. And then behind that's a mobile home. You're basically splitting the land up in between the mobile home and the back wood building?
Right. Well, see, my mother owned that piece of property where right now my sister don't own it, but she lived there. And, and like I said, that's something been, grandfathered in for years. And I couldn't tell you what's going to happen when my mother passed. I don't know what her decision is to let my sister have the whole thing or what, but I know at the present time she wanted me to have this piece.
So your sister lives on where it says wood building, and that's lot 1A. Your sister lives there currently?
Yes, she's lived there.
Okay. And your mother lives?
At the front house.
Okay.
My mother lived at the front, the brick house.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so you own the lot 1B, and that's one with the mobile home on it?
Right.
Okay.
I don't own it right now. I mean,
Well,
Right,
I
which one's-
understand.
Is the mobile home going to continue to stay on it? Are you trying to do something else in addition to the mobile home, or just put a...
no, I don't think I'm going to do anything else. I think I put some dirt on there and cleaned it off.
Okay.
And I'm just going to cut the grass on there. And like I said, my intention are to build.
Okay.
Any other board member questions? Okay.
You through it?
Yes, sir. But I don't think we have anybody against it, but we'll ask.
Let me ask Lance one question.
Sure.
Lance, the top lot that's got 2 residents on it, that's okay?
Yes, sir. That's those lots. Those properties are there, and yes, sir. Those lots are there.
Okay,
Those
so everything's
dwellings
okay.
are there. I guess you could say yes, sir.
So
All we're
split-
talking about is Lot 1B, right?
we're
Yes.
talking about the
Well, what it
whole
is
thing.
that it was all lot 1, about an acre, a little over an acre, and they're looking to split it. And basically, what's happening is there's the two residents that are on it. They want to leave. They're leaving those 2 on that, the wood building and the brick siding building, and cutting the mobile home off. And basically, to meet certain setbacks and to be off the property line, he has to be, and that's one of the requests too, is when they create that line, that setback needs to be a certain distance also. So what they do is they separate in the two homes, and then the mobile homes will be on another lot. But yeah, to answer your question, yes, sir, those are existing, and those
Okay.
can stay there. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Does anyone in the audience wish to speak for or against this applicant? Can we close the public hearing?
Close public hearing.
Second.
Okay. Does the board members have any additional questions or comments?
I'll make a motion to approve as written.
I second that motion.
We have a motion and a second to approve variance request
As
1974 is written. All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed, like sign. Sir, the request is granted. Yes, sir, you're quite welcome. Next item is zone review ID 1975 for Della Babin, located on the west side of Pico Road, approximately 300 foot south of Dora Road. Step up and sign in, please. Sir, state your name and your request for this variance.
James G. Malonson.
You got to speak up, I couldn't hear you.
James Malonson.
And your reason for requesting the variance, sir?
My mother-in-law is 75 years old, and I moved a mobile home there on site over to take care of the property and also to take care of the home for her. And what we'd like to do is divide the property so I could buy the half that I'm on and split it in half.
Okay, sir, is that it? Is that your request?
Pardon me, sir?
Is that your request?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do the board members have any questions of this applicant?
Yes, I do. You're representing Della Babin?
Yes, sir. Which is my mother-in-law.
Okay, and you're going to take this lot and you're going to divide it exactly in half, or?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Exactly in half.
And this is with her approval. This is with her approval.
Oh, yes.
Right. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. This is her the brother, the son-in-law, I believe, and that's the daughter.
Well,
that's
that,
in her.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, the daughter's right.
Yes.
It's the daughter.
Well,
Yes, it's with her approval.
Okay.
So basically, the line is going to follow the overhead electrical that y'all have in between y'all,
I'm not exactly sure how far away from it, but it is.
but about the same direction as where way it's going.
Yeah, it would be probably to the north side of the electrical pole there. I think it was 172 feet 8 inches wide, the property itself, which would probably split it down to about 86 feet 4 inches, I think, somewhere in that nature.
Okay.
Any other board member questions?
171.6.
Well, it's a few feet.
Yeah.
Can we open the public hearing, please?
Motion to open public hearing.
Second.
Public hearing is open. Does anyone wish to speak for or against this variance request?
Motion to
Hearing none,
close
can we
public
close?
hearing.
Second.
Second.
Public hearing is closed. Are there any additional questions or comments from board members? If not, could I have a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve as written.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve as written for item 1975.09. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, like sign. Sir, the variance is granted.
Thank you.
Thank you. There's no other business. Do we have any old business?
No.
I'm sorry? Well, I know, but I'm just asking. And no new business, so at that point in time,
Make a motion to adjourn.
Can I make a comment first?
certainly. That's why I was asking for any.
These new books, they're nice.
Thank you.
Just wanted to thank whoever put them together for these handbooks.
That was Patrice Johnson that did that.
Thank you,
So
Patrice.
It is very nice. She did a real good job.
And
I
Lance,
appreciate
could you
it.
get everybody a copy on the board, a copy of the ordinance that created the Board of Adjustment and the one that modified it to the present level of 7 members, just so they have a copy. of it?
Sure. Yes, sir.
Okay, do we have a motion to adjourn?
Yes. You do.
Second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are adjourned. I'd like to welcome our new members again.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. Have a good night.
Thank you.